I want to give you a chance to say anything you'd like to all these volunteers, again, many of whom signed up for a shift to do something that's pretty hard, calling complete strangers, sometimes in another state altogether, ahead of this critically important election. We're so grateful to you and for you. And I know that there are a lot of people on here who are big fans of yours. So what would you like to say to them?
Well, number one, I didn't get a chance to address this at the beginning. Whoever brought up Michigan State's amazing victory over Michigan, thank you very much. That, let me tell you, well, I'll say this. We were a 24.5 point underdogs to Michigan. Joe Biden has never been an underdog in this race, so a little bit different. But nevertheless, thank you for the shout out, and shout out to all my Michigan State grads and alums and fans out there. What I would say to you all who have taken on this really amazing responsibility, it reminds me of something that I tell people whenever they ask me, what can I do? We have so many problems. It seems so big. They seem like too hard to comprehend. I always tell them, do what you can where you are. And you guys are a great example of that, because even though on the looks of it, people may look and say, oh, you volunteered to do some phone banking, to call up people. As Beto said, this is a very difficult job, but it's an important job. You're an important cog in the wheels of not just justice, but democracy. And that's something that you should feel very proud about. Because at the end of the day, whenever the story of this election is written, you will be among probably a very select group of people who can say that you actually did something. This is something that you can tell your kids about. This is something that you can tell your friends and your family and say, you know what, when democracy was on the line, I put myself on the front line. So I can't thank you enough for doing this. Actually, I volunteered to be a poll worker, but it was such a log jam that I got rejected. So I'm envious that you actually get to do this and be an important part of what I hope is a historic turning point for this nation. Martin Luther King Jr. reposted something that he said about voting. And this was, I believe, in 1964. And one of the things that struck me about what Dr. King realized is that voting is our opportunity to show what kind of nation that we want to be. And right now you're allowing people, you're encouraging people to decide what kind of nation are we. And so this is a very vital role. And I just can't thank you enough for all your hard work. And regardless of how people respond to you, just keep striving and keep pushing, because many of us are thanking you from afar. So thank you very much. And thank you, Beto, for doing this. This is really wonderful.
Jemele, thank you for being with us and for bringing so many supporters and volunteers out to make calls, and really for everything that you're doing for so many of us who watch you and listen to you in terms of helping us understand where the country is and where the country can go. Be safe, continue to be well, and looking forward to connecting again after the election.
All right, we'll do, and to celebrate.
To celebrate. That's right. That's the word. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jemele.